We're also following a dramatic escalation of tensions on the Korean peninsula this morning. The North and South traded artillery fire for hours. South Korean officials say the North fired shells across a disputed sea boundary. Troops from the South returned fire into North Korean waters. Seth Doan is in Beijing, where China is asking both sides to calm down. Seth, good morning.
Good morning to you. Yes, North Korea fired about 500 of those artillery shells towards South Korea. About 100 of those crossed the border into South Korea. South Korea then responded by firing 300 artillery shells toward the north. It's not clear how many of those shells landed on the other side of that maritime border. All of the shelling is taking place in the waters off the western coast of the Korean peninsula in the Yellow Sea. The issue is that the shells are landing quite close to some inhabited islands there, forcing some South Koreans to flee to emergency evacuation shelters. This is all taking place against the backdrop of regularly scheduled joint military exercises taking place between South Korean and U.S. troops. I spoke with a CBS News producer in Seoul today who told me that this is really making headlines there and causing some concern, not only because of the sheer number of shells that we're talking about here, but also because it's reminiscent of an incident back in 2010 that was quite similar, where you had North Korean shelling that killed 4 South Koreans. That was the first time South Koreans had been killed in that way since 1953, the de facto end of the Korean War. Of course, the real concern here is that this is not only going to inflame emotions, but any casualties could really prompt some sort of more significant military response. Charlie?
Seth, thanks.